so many different ways he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing, tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Let's take just a second and talk about Oklahoma. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and, man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big four-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position and play the defensive line is so important for these college teams. They'll fit right in.
It'll be 3rd and long. Williams looking for a man. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Man, you can't draw it up any better than that. First possession, force a 3rd down. You want to shut the home crowd up, sack the quarterback, create some momentum. Now you're getting the football back to your offense, probably with great field position.
The Sooners line up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. So this offense will go to work for the first.
Hello, I'm Lester, the RV doorman. To our sweet little murder boy. Things are changing fast. You go to Lester's wife.
And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with a clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There were a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollock, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. But, like, here's what's fun. You can't throw the ball off your back. And that's what this guy's going to try to do. Get to the quarterback, affect him. The bottom line is every quarterback becomes really human when you hit him. Can he hit him and make him human?
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He rifles one deep down the right side. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. They send the tight end in motion. They'll leave it with him. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
These are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. And these teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
Williams will pass. He lost it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Sooners will punt it away on 4th down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Punts it out of the air. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Vandy. As most everyone knows by now, one of the top disruptors on defense in the country, 5-star defensive lineman, and they got him with a huge verbal commitment last week. What's that going to do for them?
I mean, the excitement level through the roof. Getting a guy like that you know is plug and play. I mean, big, strong, athletic, makes your defensive line formidable right away. The recruiting class, they just gained some serious momentum.
Slips one guy, and now he's loose. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Worked it down to the 22-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry. The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on 3rd down. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. And the Commodores kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Grabbed behind the line. It's Coleman. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Lewis. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now. The Commodores trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Using the quick game. Touchdown, Commodores! A great catch and run for 6. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
And the defense has to be able to do a better job on the back end, tackling this receiver and keeping him out of the end zone.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Williams looking for a man. They'll run the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Well, guys, Vanderbilt has the lead here as the quarter comes to a close. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. They'll leave it with the lone back. Breaks into the open. Strong, firm tackle.
Well, the defense may have been caught off guard a little bit on that play. It was 2nd and long. They weren't expecting the run. So now we've got 3rd and manageable, and they've got to be wondering to themselves, is this offense going to try to run the ball again here?
Under fire. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. And the Sooners will try to pin them back with the punt. Hauls it in and looking upfield. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Wants to throw on first down. Has to throw this off his back foot. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield. Let's take a big view here about Vanderbilt. Really good win on the recruiting trail last week. Got a commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
He's going to help them out a lot because of his speed. He simply has things you can't coach from the linebacker position. So his ability to track the ball sideline to sideline, but also get downhill, he's going to make this defense a whole lot more difficult to move the football against.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Makes the grab. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. And the Commodores come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Looking for a man. It's Holstein. Got his man quickly. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. There he goes. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown Doors. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
And the returner will be knocked down. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The Sooners decide to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
Caught in the backfield. It's Coleman. Turning it on. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. A 1st down run on the doorstep. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. Wide out trying to get it in. And that defense is all over that one. No room to run after the catch. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set, why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. The Sooners backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on 1st down. Got room to work. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. The 40. Still on his feet. He's now up to 95 yards rushing for this game and on his way to 1,400 for the year. Wide receiver going in motion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. And the Sooners with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Williams will pass. On the run, still looking. They make the stop, but he knew exactly how much he needed and where he needed to get for that 1st down. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. And he can't find his man in the end zone as he was trying to pay off this red zone chance.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away, and that's one he'd like to have back.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The Sooners really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Snags it. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll try to get it in with the run. They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Motion from the wideout. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. Williams looking for a man. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. Never a doubt. Had to settle for the field goal. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away and hoping that'll be the final points of this 1st half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Gets it away off his back foot. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pressure coming. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Really nice pressure by the defense, getting in there quickly, getting a hit on the quarterback, making the quarterback make a quick decision, and he makes the wrong decision. He throws into double coverage, but that's really because of the pressure in his face and the physical hit on his body.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Quarterback now breaking the field. He'll pull it down. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Norman so far.
The Sooners will kick it off to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Now on second down. Quarterback making adjustments. Snagged in the middle, it's Anderson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. Looking left. Can't make the grab on third down, and that is a rare drop for this guy.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Off the RPO, throw right, looking for the chains. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Commodores come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Holstein. Here's the pressure. Deep throw off his back foot. And it's caught inside the 20. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. And the Commodores are on the move. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Vandy! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip into the secondary, make that big play.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got him downfield. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. They'll run play action. Going for the big play. Makes a grab down the middle. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. This lead that they've been working with is dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Dropping back, it's Holstein. Unloads to the right. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. That's caught. It's Anderson. At midfield, he's got room. Turns it on down the left side. The tap. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it. That's his third touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's Kearney. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, he's able to make it easy after that catch, and I think his speed is something that just scares DBs to death. And you think about great Oklahoma receivers recently, guys like CeeDee Lamb, Sterling Shepard, Hollywood Brown. DBs gave them so much cushion because they were afraid they were going to get run by, and I think that's how defenses treat this guy too. With his speed and his playmaking ability, he scares you to death, and that cushion helps him out tremendously.
Got it behind the line. It's Kearney. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Here comes the heat. Floating away. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback. He knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up the first down. And he's scrambling on that play. And there are a lot of guys out there that would slide, that would try to run out of bounds, protect themselves. But that was really tough what he did. He put his body on the line to go pick up that first.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Give him 109 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. Williams will pass. That's caught. It's Thomas. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. And the Sooners can really attack on this second and short. Back to pass. He's got it. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. The Sooners have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Sooners!
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. And after that last score, this is just a 2-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Making side adjustments here. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Rifles it down the middle. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. Got it in the middle. It's Lewis. Turns it on in midfield. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. That's it for the period, and it's Vanderbilt holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They go back to work in the final period of this one. The give out of the gun. He breaks a tackle. Got enough for the first down. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. The Commodores have their offense in high gear. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. So now it's 2nd and long. Sends it back in motion. Looking downfield, it's Holstein. Finds his tight end. Breaks into the open. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Got it in the middle. It's Brown. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. And that is no good. After the miss, still an 11-point game, guys.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
Going right to work up top. On the move and looking deep. Makes the grab on the left side. Off and running. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. A blown opportunity, missing that short field goal on the last drive, and now they'll try to put something on the board here. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. This offense has it with really good field position. On the run, it's Robinson. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Off the play fake. Finds the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. That last completion still leaving them with a 3rd down. Williams looking for a man. Steps away. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. The Sooners will call on their punt team. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Last drive ended with a pick, vitally important. There he goes. Makes it past the marker. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain. First down here for the offense. Might be calling a hot route. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Unloads quickly, and the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Sooner fans booming, a cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Caught over the middle, it's Coleman. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play.
Got enough space, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Commodores. You can see it on the sideline. They've built a comfortable fourth-quarter lead, and they know they're going to go 11-0. And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
The Sooner offense returns to the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Williams will pass. Got the quick pass. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. And the Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Just keep slinging it. Got a man. It's Kearney. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Sooners can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wide receiver comes in motion. The give to the tailback. Running into the open space. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. The short hands, it's Wheeler. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Oh, they're after him. Blasted as he lets it go. Oh, what a play, it's intercepted. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
He wants to change this route. To the air, it's Holstein. Trying to get behind the defense. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed.
You know, could that be the play that changes the momentum now in this game? Remember, they're down, and it seems like the opponent's got this game in hand, but because of that interception, could that be the play now that generates the momentum to give them a spark to maybe come back and steal this game?
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Picked off set him up.
I absolutely understand the thought process of this offense. The defense has to cover 99 yards. I'm okay with throwing the football, but, man, you got to throw that thing aggressively where only your guy can get it, not the defender. They make a big play, create some big momentum, and set their offense up in awesome field position.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Quick pass on the jet motion. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. Not able to hook up the air, incomplete. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. There is no doubt, at this point in the game, this crowd knows how big this kick could be. It is good. And now the lead is extended a little further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Williams looking for a man. Trying to make magic with his feet. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. I know both of these